Hi, it's Natalie here, and today I want to help you discover how to engage your subconscious mind and loosen the grip of your most crippling limiting beliefs that's lurking beneath the surface of your waking reality. So, not much at all. Now, asking yourself the following questions will actually help you to do just that. And as an extra helping hand, if you suspect that you have limiting beliefs but you're not sure what they are, I encourage you to take my free Success Blocker quiz. It only takes 30 seconds and you'll discover what your number one success blocker is. So just click the link below in the comment box. Okay, so now let's dive in. Question number 1. Which area of my life fills me with the most anxiety? Okay, so let's get the most obvious question out of the way. Now, if a certain area of your life is bothering you, like if you're stuck in an unfulfilling career or you're struggling to find your soulmate, then it will usually leave a mental breadcrumb trail that leads to the limiting beliefs that's pinning you down. Now, of course, not every setback in life is caused by a limiting belief. But when you dig deep enough into the areas of life that you're least satisfied with, you'll find that even uncontrollable external circumstances like the economy or the industry that you work in will often give birth to limiting beliefs that implant themselves in you and stay there even after those external circumstances are resolved. Okay, so the second question is, are some of my realistic beliefs actually limiting beliefs in disguise? Okay, so an example of something like this would be, rich people are selfish. You can't be spiritual and wealthy at the same time. Or pursuing your passion is overrated. Well, in an effort to shield ourselves from failure and pain, we often unknowingly disguise many of our limiting beliefs as realistic beliefs or common sense that supposedly helps us to make sense of the world. So how do you know when a realistic belief or common sense is actually a limiting belief? Well, when you overgeneralize, like saying, rich people are selfish. Well, of course not all rich people are selfish. Maybe when you oversimplify things, or when you're stereotyping an entire group of people and submitting to fear instead of positive possibilities, these are all telltale signs that these are actually limiting beliefs. So the litmus test on how you can tell whether something is a limiting belief or whether it is actually, a belief that you should have is asking yourself, is this actually propelling me forward or is this stopping me from moving forward? So is it propelling me or is it stopping me? Now, if it's something that's stopping you and it's sabotaging you from taking steps forward and actually filling you with fear, then it is a limiting belief and it's something that we need to release. All right, so question number 3 is, what is the limiting belief behind my limiting belief? Now, in some cases, what you think is your most damaging limiting belief is actually only a symptom of a deeper limiting belief that may be the source of multiple challenges in your life. Because believe me, when you have a limiting belief like I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it, that doesn't just show up in one area of your life. That little insipid belief weaves its way into every single area of life that you have. Now, one of my favourite ways of getting to the core of my limiting beliefs is to simply put pen to paper and drill down on each limiting belief by asking, well, what is the belief that has led to this belief? Now, what you can do is just start with your negative thoughts. Start writing these down. Once you have these negative thoughts on paper, go, well, what is the limiting belief behind this? And then drill down even further. What's the limiting belief behind that? And then when you keep going and going, you're going to get to the very core of where your limiting beliefs are from. Okay, so question number 4 is there a moment in my childhood that caused this limiting belief? Now, according to neuroscience, the vast majority of our limiting beliefs take root in our childhood, normally between the ages of 2 to 6. During these years, your mind is like a sponge and it's absorbing every situation, an idea, an opinion, everything that's going on around you with no filters. Now, the reason we do this is because part of this development stage of our life as a human, our brain is functioning in predominantly theta brainwave activity. Now, theta brainwave activity is actually when we're coherent with a unified field. So, and remember that our subconscious mind can process 40 million bits of data per second. So as a child, it is absorbing everything that's going on and then just storing it in the subconscious mind. So when we see our parents fight about money, when I saw my parents, having arguments about money, my little 5-year-old brain went, oh, money causes stress. And so that was a belief that went into my subconscious mind. If you hear your parents saying money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work really hard to get money, or people that have money are cheats, well then of course that's just going to go straight into your subconscious mind when you're that age, with no filter, just straight in there. And these end up sticking with you for years. And what happens is that you start to go through life looking through the filter of the beliefs that you adopted when you were like 5, 6, 7 years old. So by revisiting your childhood and speaking to your parents or your family members and mentors and childhood friends, you may be able to pinpoint a certain hurtful event or a misunderstanding or an unresolved conflict that actually birthed your limiting belief. And from there, you can begin the process of forgiveness and reframing and releasing. The thing that I like the most about when I identified, where some of my limiting beliefs came from as a child, I realized it was like a relief. It's like, oh my goodness, okay, so from this innocent observation as a 5-year-old, I understand this is why I have this belief. It helps to relieve that, and then when you can go through and reframe and release and forgive, then you actually be able to get rid of these limiting beliefs so they're no longer holding you back. Okay, so question number 5 is, what else is possible for me? So limiting beliefs don't just crush your existing hopes and dreams, they also hold you back from visualizing exciting new goals and possibilities, and even from recognizing opportunities that are sitting right in front of you. So next time you meditate or visualize, allow yourself to think what your soul would adore to experience if money, time, talent, and connections were not an issue, no matter how absurd these mental images might seem in that moment. Now, if you do this often enough, you may even begin to realize new pathways forming where there were previously none, allowing you to move closer to what you once considered was impossible. All right, now, before I go, I would love to hear from you. Do you have any other law of attraction tips that have helped you create more abundance in your life? Well, if you do, please share them in the comment box below. Now, don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movers YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. My name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.